Howdy, today we're going to take a look at the Cascade Mountain Tech carbon fiber trekking poles. We're just going to start from the top of the poles and work our way down with the different features. Then we'll open them up and give you a quick look at them, size comparison and whatnot. First off, they have very comfortable looking straps. They have a cork style, it's actually cork, handle with a plastic grip that goes down lower on the poles. I know we can't see much because of the box, and we're going to take them out here in a minute, but they have a really nice design on the fiber, or the carbon fiber. They come with quite a few different baskets and feet. As you can see, they have like a mud foot, they have pavement feet, they have the little boot type feet, snow baskets, and then here's the actual pavement type feet. They're already on the poles. They are a quick lock system, and again I'll show you this all a little bit better in closer detail after we pull it out of the packaging. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what the package looks like when you get it. Looks fairly simple, fairly basic, but shows off a lot of the different things that you get. They're very attractive looking poles. We'll be right back as soon as I break this open and get the poles out to show you. Okay, now that we've got them out, I can show you. I try to keep my face out of these videos because I don't want to distract you too much, but they're just over shoulder length for me, so I think that they would last just fine onto the back of a backpack quite well. They're extremely light. In fact, they're lighter than any of the other trekking poles that I've had the opportunity to use, which is saying something because most of the stuff that I use has been pretty lightweight. They also come with a connector piece to keep the two together. They feel really, really good in the hand. Like I said, extremely light. I'm going to show you kind of how this quick lock system works. Let me set one of these down. The way that the quick lock works, it's very similar to a lot of the kids' toys. You just flip this up, then you can adjust it to the size you want. And if we zoom in, you can see that they do have it marked off in inches and in centimeters, which is a really nice touch. I do like that. Quite a bit. And if you look, I'll go out just a little bit more than you should, but it does have a spot where it says to stop, so we'll stop it right about there, and then you just clip that back in place. And if it's too loose, which this one isn't, but if it is, you can always tighten up these retainer screws. Then this top one is the same way. Again, it's just a quick lock, so you can pop it open, you can adjust it to the size you need. Again, it has a stop there, so you don't want to go past that. And then you just clip it back in place. And again, that's nice and tight. That's too tall for me, so I know that it's got quite a bit of range. At least quite a bit more than I need. I think I would actually set it probably closer to, you want to go about a 50 or a 90 degree angle, sorry, on your arm. So that definitely, you know, that's a good sturdy pole. I can really bang on that and it's not going to go very far. And again, if it does, all you have to do is adjust this back to where you need it. And then again, like I said, tighten down that retaining screw just a bit. Just give it not even a quarter turn probably at a time. And you'll feel the resistance. It should clip or click into place. And again, like I said, that's nice and tight. That's not going to go anywhere unless you really pound on it. All in all, it's an extremely comfortable pole. Let me grab the other one and set it too. And it should be really easy to set now, because I know that I need to go to just above the 40 on this one, and the other one is completely out. So I should be able to very quickly. Oops. That's what happens, I guess, if you pull it out too far, but it does go back in. Let's see if we can get it back in. without too much trouble, I hope. We'll release this retaining screw as much as we can and see if we can't feed this back in there. There, and see, it does go back in, so if you go past the stop, it's not the end of the world. You just want to make sure that you really try not to, because I'm sure you could potentially break it trying to fit it back in. But again, it's not the end of the world if you do. You just have to be a little careful with it, be a little gentle with it to get it to fit back in there. So just take it kind of slow. And again, like I said, this one should, for me, go right about there. Should be pretty darn close. And then I've got both poles. Again, the cork handle makes it really nice for wicking away sweat, for very comfortable grip. Over time it will make your hands black, but the comfort and the grip is much better than the other type. And it does have this lower grip if you want to go up hills, things like that. It's also very comfortable. And then as far as the accessories options go, like I said, on it already are your tips for concrete, for sidewalks, things of that like that. You just pop it off. You can see that you've got a carbide tip on the end. It's actually quite a bit of it on there, which grips really well into rocks and on the trail. Then if you hang on one second, let me pick this up, show you. We're going to grab one of each. The snow basket. And the way that these baskets work is they just slide right up on there and then they just screw in. And then you're good to go. It's on there, it's not going to come off. And you can mix and match. You could put the snow baskets on, or the mud baskets with these type of shoes, or this type of end. And these work really well to protect your tip if you're using them for like a tarp tent or something of that nature as well. Then you also have the mud basket, which is pretty much a smaller solid basket that kind of helps you have more surface area for in muddy conditions. And then you have the boot, which is got a little bit more grip than the other one that you use for sidewalks and whatnot. It's got a really good traction to it. And I've seen it used both ways, but the one that really interested me was actually putting them on backwards, so that when you're using the pole, it fits kind of like that, and you can push off better. All of these tips fit on here really good and snug. They're not going to fall off. You're not going to lose them if they're on the poles. Again, they're extremely light. They're lighter than any pole I've ever used before. They actually have a bigger range of size. They go much taller than the other poles that I've used, and they collapse down smaller than the other poles as well, to a very small, very manageable size. Another thing I do want to mention is when you've got them collapsed down, the inside poles here, the extenders, are fluted a little bit, so you want to make sure that you adjust the tension screw before having it all the way closed. You don't want them to come open on you, come out on you. But again, these collapse down to next to nothing. They're, weight-wise, they're nothing. I mean, these wouldn't bother me at all. Awesome set of trekking poles, especially for the price. You cannot beat this price. I don't think they just compete with the bigger names like Black Diamond, but I think they excel in a lot of ways. I couldn't recommend them enough. These are definitely the poles that I will be using for years to come, hopefully, and will suggest them to anyone that I see on the trail that asks. They're a great pull, great features, and I can't see a single thing with them that I wouldn't like or that I don't like.